the players in the Midwest
Yeah,
by far.
they probably are.
And then you got versus Dansdaman, one of the big Sheik players in the Midwest. I actually hardly see this matchup, but I love it. I love Zelda versus Sheik. It's just so interesting. And like Christmas colors, that's so cool. Anyway, like talking about this matchup, so Sheik's down throw, like on a lot of more floaty characters, she can confirm it to a forward air kill pretty easily. Like watch what he'll do here. Okay, he wanted something, but he knew that he DI'd far enough that he'd have to reset. So Sheik has that tool. Sheik's normals are really strong, really fast, projectiles really fast, but don't count out Zelda. While her weaknesses are in terms of like she doesn't have as many fast moves as someone like Sheik, her forward and back air are lethal. And so if Dan doesn't respect the range and the kill power of forward and back air, he could be eating those pretty fast.
Yeah, and that's kind of where the danger of Zelda comes in, is you start like, okay, this character can't move, he's not throwing out that many moves, let me just see what I can poke on this shield, and suddenly you're off stage. You're like, am I playing Falcon right now?
Yeah, and for any players watching like that's getting more into the game, Zelda's forward and back air are pretty equivalent to knee power, except they actually are a little bit faster. Look at that. Look at
I don't know the exact stats, but back air is something like frame 7 or
It's
something
pretty nice.
pretty
Also,
quick.
her down smash is pretty fast.
Yeah.
But again, so the thing about Sheik is like Sheik loves fighting against more floaty characters. Her down throw alone is such a devastating tool on them. And you know, when you have normals like forward air to further juggle Zelda, and Zelda I think is one of the top characters that has a hard time coming down because one of her only moves she's probably going to be throwing out is forward and back air. And if you predict that, like when Sheik just juggles Zelda in the air with like up air or forward air or forward tilt, like Zelda's options become a little more limited without being punished.
Yeah, and Sheik is definitely one of those characters that is very strong at juggling them.
Right.
So, one of the matchups that is harder for Zelda to say the least, but Pizza said, I talked to him on the way down.
Okay.
Been playing a lot with a guy named Andy from Como.
Okay, cool.
Zeddy. Says he's a lot more confident in this matchup.
Good.
So we'll have to see what he does. I mean, Dan's is going to stick to his game plan of any Sheik against any floaty, see what he can do.
Yeah, he definitely just goes Sheik, solo Sheik. That was a good coverage there with his jab on the right, even though nothing was there, and his back air. That's the thing you can take advantage of with Sheik is her normals are so good, you can just throw out hitboxes. And if you run into a hitbox, oh, full combo confirmed.
All right, he's living for a little while, but this might be it.
Yeah. So, counter pick stages, I'd probably say Yoshi's Story.
You got to watch out for all those Zelda fairs and bears. They hit really nicely on that platform. So we'll see. I don't want to talk too loudly because he might get kind of, that is the line that you're kind of like, okay, let me just zone in.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, let me just zone in on, let me just kind of, I don't want to play too much anymore. Let me just kill him early on these side stages or on this small stage, kind of lock him in. But then you find out, uh-oh, Pizza actually kind of is pretty good on Yoshi's. So we'll see. I mean, it's still Sheik Zelda.
Yeah.
You're not expecting too much.
Still a hard matchup, I'd definitely say, for Zelda. But I think Pizza's game sense is pretty good from what I've seen. So.
Yeah. He's an extremely talented player. Just because you see him against Dansdaman, you probably won't see him against the rest of the pool, and it'll probably look not too pretty.
Those are good Pharaoh wins cancels. So for other people,
Oh,
no.
He's usually so good at those too. A little bit, he's laughing it off though, he knows.
Something like egg ledge canceling with Yoshi. If you slip up once, that'll cost you the stock, so you gotta watch out for that. See, now look at his options there in that scenario. Like, up air takes way too long as Zelda in that situation. So he definitely tried to go for, like, a back air from what I saw. And, like, that's the thing. Even though back air is good, because Dan's starting to get down those hitboxes, he knows what his coverage is going to be in terms of Pizza's coverage. So that's the one thing is, like, even though you have these lethal moves like forward and back air, if Dan starts feeling out that Pizza is using these to cover, like, neutral options, he's just going to, like, learn about the hitbox and startup frames and then get around it and punish accordingly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Dan still is a top player, so it's going to take some pretty smart play from Pizza. And it's rough. He's just not finding those things that he kind of needs to get that started. And once things go downhill with Zelda, it's hard, really hard to make that comeback.
See, now Dan
that was 69% though. Let's just be clear. That was 69%. Okay, and he just died. And he died well. He died perfectly well.
Have you seen the mod where if transformation was 0 frames and how ridiculous Zelda and Sheik get?
Oh.
Like because imagine like down throw Sheik to forward air. Zelda.
Oh, I do not even want to see
yeah.
that. That's too dirty for me.
It's pretty crazy when you think about like these characters and like, you know, Sakurai designed them both to be played with together.
Yeah. One of them, unfortunately, just does a lot better against the other.
been seeing some Nehru's Love coverage on the edge, but the thing about Nehru's Love, while I like the multi-hitbox, it has a lot of startup frames.
A lot of startup, probably a lot of end lag.
More lag, yeah. Also to like emphasize on end lag, so he's got to watch out for that.
All right, Pizza is testing his ledge dashes. Says, "Come on, get up here." But Dan says, I just saw you stall for like a good while.
Yeah,
let's see if I can
try
stall.
to keep that up, right?
Because there is even less that Pizza can do.
Yeah.
Oh God! Finally comes up.
His Din's fire would be like a pretty unsafe projectile. It doesn't even aim down there. That was cool.
Did he get it? Wow! Get owned. They're both laughing. That's funny. Oh, invincibility goes right through that back air.
Oh, he goes to Zelda.
Dirty boy.
He's in a challenge. Let's see what I've never seen Dan Zelda really, except for like recovering. So see what he does here. Ooh.
Tries to go for that shield drop
I actually
up
like.
air.
Yeah, that was good.
Doesn't know that up air is actually the worst move ever. That was a direct Pizza quote. So let's see.
Is he gonna go back? Oh no!
Double taunt. He kind of gives it up. Oh, I don't know what that was. Did he almost
sounded like he was about to transform into Sheik.
Or maybe Nairu.
I mean, technically they didn't agree on the chain grab rule, so what if he just transformed? Oh,
Chain
we're gonna
grab?
start chain grabbing. We didn't
Chain
agree on
grabbing right
anything.
now.
Yeah. But watch out for that. Make sure you agree to a Zelda main in terms of like the chain grab rule. You never know.
So I know you're playing Zelda, but no chain grabs,
no
right?
chain grabs. Yeah.
Well, not a bad set from Pizza. Definitely not. I think he played.